We're looking at the first 2 months of meteorological winter, and we had a pattern that sustained itself over the U.S. And the way we can explain this is by looking at the jet stream. So let's see, the jet took a big dip down into the western U.S. here and then worked its way all the way up to the Canadian border. What that does is it keeps cold air locked over the west and these very mild conditions across the eastern U.S. But watch what we expect in the change in this overall jet stream as we get into February. That dip in the jet stream actually moves eastward all the way over to this part of the country. And when it does that, it brings the cold air to the eastern U.S., almost a complete reversal in what we saw for the first couple of months, and the warm air now across the western U.S. So what does that mean for the February temperature forecast? Well, here it is. Much colder temperatures, certainly across the north central part of the country, and that cold air even across the entire east. That's quite a change in the pattern here, and that's going to be our last month of meteorological winter. Maria, what do we look like for our first month going into spring, into that March time frame?
Oh, well, it definitely looks like winter is over, Tom, because as we look ahead to March, first month of meteorological spring, it is going to feel like that and then some in a lot of places. This is the temperature outlook, and you can see much of the lower 48 warmer than average, and then you have an area much warmer than average from the southwest, and it's starting to bleed into the central plains. Keep this map in mind. I'm going to show you where the drought is still very much a problem, and that is a huge factor going forward, not just in the type of weather we're going to get, but also the temperature forecast. We saw how warm March is going to be. Unfortunately, dry ground, it just makes it easier for that air to heat up. And so as we go into April, not only the drought will be a big concern, but above average temperatures. And you see just how much of the country is not only warmer than average, but a lot warmer than average and much warmer than average. So it looks like February really is the true last blast of winter, with March and April already looking a lot warmer.